Well, good morning. Hell, I lived another day. Everybody glued to the television or the YouTube channel or TikTok, or Snapchat, or all the rest of them, Tweetbird, ice machine. Yep. Well, we lived through the Cold War once, we lived through it again. You know why that big convoy, he sent in the lowest grade troops that he could. If you want to know how strategy is, they're expendable, every one of them young kids. That ain't his main troop. He's holding that back. For what reasons, I don't know. Might be he wants to set off a nuclear bomb. That way then he can bring in the heavy-duty troops. Or he might need it to protect Moscow. What the hell do I know? But them ain't his main troops, I guarantee you that. It's like the main mechanic in the shop. They got a bunch of grunts. And there you go. So he's got the grunts out there in the front lines. Either quit, starving to death, poor kids. They're rooting and doing whatever they can. About like when we dropped soldiers behind the lines, they had to make do for themselves, rob chickens or some shit. Island hoppers is what they called them back in World War II. Drops them out in the Pacific and had to manage on their own. He sent them with all that World War II equipment. And don't tell me they ain't got better crap than that. But like they said, it'd take a while. My son was funny. He said, well, Dad, we got pretty good equipment. Even if they sent 100 bombs over here, it might hit a couple places. But hell, like I said, where I live in the middle of nowhere, ain't gonna worry about it too damn much. If I was in the cities or around a military base or something like that, I'd get the hell out and move. If I could. It's like they did in World War II. They sent the kids out in the country in England. Sent them out on the farms. That's what they did. Away from the bombs, the Blitz. When they was bombing the hell out of London. It was sort of like World War II. A lot of our American soldiers, air pilots and pilots and stuff, they went over there and started 2 years before the war started in America. They went over there and volunteered. Yep. Oh, that's what they did. I advise you to get you some, what they call it, iodine pills in face of radiation. You're gonna lose your old thyroid. I got thyroid medicine, I ain't worried about mine. That's why they call it, see if I can get it more of that. Today's Sunday, I can't do it on Sunday. I'm loading up on my antibiotics. All the other medicines I take. Like I told you guys a year ago, order double if you can. Work with your doctors. I take 20 milligrams of cholesterol, and I had him order me 40 milligrams. I break them in half. You do that on a lot of medicines. You know, like 50 milligrams here, I take 25, so I break it in half. After a few months, I've got extras. I got enough to make it for a year. Till shit hits the fan. I keep do that on food. I've been telling you that on food, everything else. Yeah, when you had the money, it's like propane. Buy hell 25, 30 of them damn little 5-gallon jug in cans. It goes on a barbecue grill. You get extra money, buy an extra one. Yeah, propane lasts 100 years inside that damn canister. You'll have gas. Yep. All I told you is get a diesel operated vehicle. Make sure you had plenty of solar panels. Been preaching this shit for 3 or 4 years. Do I do this shit for myself? Hell no, I got great grandkids. I want great grandkids. I want to survive. Like I said, the shit hits the fan. I lasted 2 years. Hell, that'd be a miracle. If I in that 2-year period, I could show the rest of them how to survive. 27 plants here in Oklahoma that you can eat. And I ain't even counting the medicinal plants. Milkweed, Indian lettuce, all kinds of crap. Mushrooms. Gotta watch them, gotta pay attention to them. You can take a damn mushroom. Now, that's, I ain't gonna tell you, I shouldn't even tell you this, but if it's poisonous, you can rub a little bit on your skin. If it breaks out your skin, I mean, you gotta rub it, and then you don't eat some bitch. Of course, you better know more about mushrooms than that before you even start touching them. But some of the other plants you can eat, lamb's quarter, sheepshire, kinds of crap. Indian lettuce, wild onions, wild garlic, poke salad. Gotta boil that shit. Most of that shit's gonna boil 3 times. Get the parasites off of it. Oh. Should have enough seeds though to plant. I keep mine in the wine cooler, so they're in pretty good shape. Well, I worry more about my dogs than anything. The little poor little bodies can't take that radiation. I had 17 weeks of it when I had that throat cancer. High doses to the neck. Killed the hell out of my thyroid, but I survived. Had stage 4 throat cancer. That's why it looks so bad. I cut off my goatee so my respirator would fit in case you ain't got time to shave close to the skin. So you better, if you got a beard, you better get rid of that so much now. So you can put that respirator on in case of chemical warfare, radiation. It probably hit us with smallpox. I'm alright, I got a smallpox injection back in the day. But it's been eradicated for 50 years. So, most people ain't been inoculated for smallpox. I can start up a makeshift lab and make some vaccines. I worked in a lab for 40 years. Do a little bartering. Buy alcohol. Stack back cigarettes, even if you don't smoke. Stack back. I've been telling my daughter to put some money back instead of them damn cards. They shut them damn things off. Get your ass out of the cities. Told her to get her ass out here as fast as you can. And if you hunker down though, if it hits close to you, hunker down for 3 days. Don't even go out of the house. 2 weeks is even better. My son said, he said, Dad, I ain't worried about you. I said, no, I ain't worried about it at all. Not worried about it one bit. They'll light up his world like a Christmas tree on fire. You ever burn a Christmas tree, you know what the hell I'm talking about. But they got them bombs right close to his border. Them NATO nations, they've been priming them some bitches. Even if he got off 100 nuclear warheads, they got 1,000 right there to bomb the living shit out of. They won't be no more Moscow. There won't be no more nothing. And I'm going to tell you something else. Damn well, you know there's a whole bunch of nuclear silos probably in Alaska. Hell, like that, what was that damn woman that said, oh, I look on my front porch, I can see Russia. Not quite so easy, but easy enough. Yeah, we got all kinds of shit already primed up for it. We're probably sitting there in the damn Black Sea with a damn nuclear sub. Or 2 or 3 of them. Probably sitting up there in the damn Arctic too, nuclear subs. I just hope nobody gets an itchy finger like I did almost did one time before. What the hell is all this shit? Cell phones, I got 2 or 3 of them. I got 4 actually. I got all the networks covered. I hope you guys got your Faraday cage all primed up. Take your instruments like this, and it'll wrap them up in aluminum foil, stick them down that Faraday cage. A seal pot, pressure cooker. I'll tell you what'll work for the damn Faraday cage, goddamn Instapot. I got one of them. The kids bought it for me. Yeah, wrap your stuff up and put it down in the Instapot and set the lid on it. I got a little pressure cooker so I can do that too. Cast iron's great. Put stuff down your Dutch oven, wrap it in aluminum foil. Keep that EMP off of it. Don't have to be big. Refrigerators work. In fact, I got a little refrigerator over there. I tell you the best thing is get you some CD players. Like I got a whole bunch of them. The kids used to buy them to put in their cars and play CDs for the kids before they started handing them cell phones. And they when they get games and stuff on their cell phones, they just hand them a cell phone now. But before then, they had back on the back of their chairs, they had them little CD players. Well, they gave them all to me when they got done. Well, EMP ain't gonna hurt. You can put them in a Faraday cage. I gotta stack them in the little refrigerator out back. And the refrigerator, though, you gotta keep the light on, keep the mold out of it. Whew. Goodness gracious. I could died. The hell ain't COVID. Anyway. Oh, your CDs are not going to be, EMP ain't going to hurt them. You can get CDs for all kinds of surgeries, all kinds of planting, all kinds of stuff. Hope you got your gasifier primed up. Might need that sucker. A lot of foreign countries are still using old gasifiers, running their cars. There's plenty of damn wood around. Charcoal. That's another thing I told kids to stock up on. Buy bags of charcoal. That's what I did. My bags of them. Ain't gonna rot. Bag might rot, but the charcoal ain't. I like coal. And you need to keep all this stuff from being irradiated. Away from radiation. You can't burn anything that's been out there in the woods that might have radiation dust fall on it. That'd suck it up your lungs and kill you for damn sure. Keep the shit in in bars, keep it away from the fallout. I've been preaching this shit for years. Everybody thought I was crazy. I ain't too damn crazy now. I've been a hoarder for hell all my damn life, so like I told you, now that I ain't too damn crazy being a hoarder. My hoarder was supplies. See that machine right over there? Over there. It's one of them walkers. As you get on the treadmills, well, it's got a DC motor in it. All you gotta do is hook it back up, and you get on there and walk, do your exercise, and charge your batteries. I got a bicycle over on that side. It's got like a little mini alternator on it. Pedal that bicycle, and it gives off DC current. Charge your batteries, charge your cell phones, charge anything. Run damn TV if you had to. It only takes 90 watts to charge up a laptop. Some of them, the newer ones, only take 60 watts. I like a 60-watt light bulb. Ice machine's getting in hell. That's another thing I ain't gonna do without ice. Well, I'm gonna let you guys go. Just think about it. Cardboard over the windows. Take a bunch of duct tape. Tape them suckers so the blast hit the glass won't get you. Unless your house has got outside shutters, you can shut your shutters, or put a piece of plywood over it like they do during a hurricane. Close your vents on the top from the attic. Outside vents. Use 40 birds. All kinds of things you can do. My balls hurt this morning. I'm still alive though, and ain't glowing in the dark. Now, that's a good sign. I was hoping it'd hold off for 2 or 3 more years so I could get my cabin up in the mountains finished. Oh well. I wouldn't have probably been up there anyway. There's all kinds of things you do. I don't think I want to be in this room. It's got too many windows in it. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there's about 15 windows in this sunroom. Nice to sit in there and warm up. If it survives, it'll make a hell of a greenhouse. I have to move some shit, but it'll make a hell of a greenhouse. Well, I gotta go. I got things to do and people to see. I gotta wash dishes. You wanna know what the hell I gotta do today? I gotta wash dishes, and that's it. Let the dogs in. They had steak last night, little creatures. I had some steak that was getting old. Oh, I don't know, it's 2 months old. I thawed it out and cooked them all steak dinner. I cooked it medium rare, because they're dogs. I like well done. I can't eat raw meat. They like it. Cut it up little bitty chunks about the size of your thumb. I don't want them to choke on it. Big boy just gobbled his up like it was. Little guy, he wanted to protect his. He's going to hold it for later. He had about half of it and saved the rest of it till about 30 minutes. I finally told him if you don't eat it, I'm picking it up. Or he had to feed him one piece of it at a time. Then when he got done eating, he couldn't eat it all. He just said, no, I don't want it more. So I gave it to Big Boy. That hog would eat anything. Poor little fat creature. Well, I gotta go. I know I got dishes to do. Take care of yourself. And if you get a chance, take care of others. Bye-bye.